Today on Rochelle's Daily Wire Video Edition, we are going to have a fraudulent transfer nerd fest. So if you don't consider yourself a fraudulent transfer maven, you can tune out right now and go back to your Twitter feed. Otherwise, I want to briefly talk about a very interesting decision by bankruptcy judge Robert Berger from Kansas City, Kansas. Picture this. You have two companies. Company number one fraudulently transfers property to company number two. Company number two, in turn, sells that property and puts the proceeds in its bank account. Later, company number two pays legal fees to law firms, $2 million of legal fees, presumptively using the proceeds of the sale of the fraudulently transferred property. Well, you guessed what happened. The two law firms get sued, but they make a motion to dismiss and they argue to Judge Berger that the complaint fails to state a claim because a trustee cannot recover proceeds of a fraudulent transfer. The trustee is limited to recovering only the fraudulently transferred property itself. I guess you can figure where I'm going because Judge Berger says no. He says the statute, the plain language of the statute, allows a trustee to recover proceeds even though the word proceeds is not used in Section 550. In the process, Judge Berger said that he disagreed with the opposite conclusion that had been reached by bankruptcy judge Frank Bailey in Boston. The case is all the more interesting because Judge Berger has certified this rather interesting question for a direct appeal to the 10th Circuit. Personally, I have some question about whether or not the 10th Circuit will accept the direct appeal because frankly, although we haven't mentioned it already, at least in this little video, those two law firms have some good faith defenses which are actually probably more likely to get them off the hook than the issue that they raised on the motion to dismiss. In any event, we'll follow this case, see what happens, and if the 10th Circuit decides, we will report on Rochelle's Daily Wire, which appears every day on the ABI website. For those of you who are ABI members, you can sign up and it will be sent to you automatically on email every morning at about 8 p.m. Oh, excuse me, 8 a.m. That is to say, you get it in the morning, not at night. I am Bill Rochelle, Editor-at-Large from ABI. I am signing off for now and we'll be back again same time next week.